Hello guys, happy new year to everyone. I hope you are doing well. I wish you the best in this year 2023. Welcome back to Elegant Fashion Tutorial. My name is Charles Peace. In today's video, we'll be making this beautiful circle dress with organza sleeve. So guys, if you're stopping by for the first time, just pause and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Now this is a circle dress. You can make it longer, but this is a short one. I added organza to the sleeve. Can see this is a puff sleeve with elastic band, and for the back I made it a circle neckline. Can see, so this is very simple and easy to achieve. Now let's go to the cutting table. Now the items I need a fabric and a match organza for it. You can choose a fabric of your choice, whether English fabric or African print fabric, and get a color of organza that really matches the fabric that you choose. So these are the items I need. Is a circle dress. So let's get started. Now I want to cut out a pattern paper from the armhole line or from the bust point to give me a clue on how the dress will look like. So I'll go ahead to measure out the upper side. That is the measurement I need is only the bust point at this pattern paper. So I'll go ahead and measure out. My bust point is 10.5 inches. This 10.5 inches. I'll go ahead and mark 10.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and join the lines. So the next thing I will mark will be my armhole. My armhole line, I'm using 9 inches. This is 9 inches, yeah. After marking my armhole, my shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2 give me 8 inches. Then I'll go ahead and add half inch, making it 8.5 inches. So this 8.5 inches, I will as well mark it at this armhole line. So I'll put a straight line to join it to this armhole line. Okay, I've gotten what I want. So I'll go ahead and mark my neckline. So I'll be using a neckline of 3 inches. Because of the half inch here that I added, I'll go ahead and make it 3.5 inches. Now my neckline for the back, I will make it higher. So I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches. I will use this pattern paper to cut both for the front side and for the back side. So I will mark the neckline, the two necklines together. So this for the back here, 2 inches. So for the front, I will mark 5 inches. So I'll go ahead and join the lines both. While cutting, I'll first cut with the back neckline. When I now separate it, I'll go ahead and cut for the front neckline. So you can see that. So for my armhole, I'll first of all put my shoulder slant, 1 inch shoulder slant. I'll go ahead and join it to this point here. Then I'll measure the remaining, which is 8 inches. The midpoint, that is the middle. The midpoint of the 8 inches is 4 inches. From these 4 inches here, I'll come in by half inch. You can see. Then I'll join this point here, this point, and this point. That is to cut for the front, but I'm not going to cut it out. I'll only cut it after separating the front side. So I'll go ahead and join. the 3 points together. Now to determine the length here, I'll go ahead and place my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 39 inches. 39 divided by 4 will give me 9 3/4. This is 9 3/4 here. And same thing here. So the curve will end at this point. So I'll just go ahead and mark the same 9 3/4 at this point. I'm not adding any allowance here. So I've marked it. Then I will join this point to this point. Then I'll go ahead and add maybe 1.5 inches for here. So guys, I'll go ahead and cut this out to give me as a clue to cut the circle part. So this is for the dress. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out for the sleeve as well, because this sleeve also is a circular sleeve. So I'll cut out a pattern paper as well. Now for the sleeve, I'll just cut smaller length, though the sleeve will be longer. Just a clue to cut the long one. So I'll go ahead and mark 10 inches. Now my round sleeve is 14 inches. Divided into 2 will give me 7 inches. So this is 7 inches for my fullest part is 7 inches. So I'll go ahead and add just 1.5 inches here. It's just a clue because I'm going to make it more fuller than this. Just the normal way we cut sleeve. So for this part, I'll come down by 3 inches. It's 3 inches. Now for this down part, I will measure 5.5 inches. I may not need it just to demonstrate it for you. So I added an allowance as well. Just the normal way we cut sleeve. So I'll go ahead and join this point here to these 3 inches that I mark here. So at this point, I'm going to join this point to this center point of the sleeve. But for the front side, I will make a curve. I'll just come in by 3.5 inches here. Then I curve it. I'll just make a curve. See. So what I'll do then, because I'm going to make use of this part, this for the back and this for the front, I'll just go ahead and add an inch so that I'll cover this up, so that by the time, instead of 3 inches, I'll make it 2.5 inches. So when I'm not cutting, I'll cut off the excess parts. I'll just make it 2.5 here in order to cover up this curve that I made here. I'll go ahead and slant it to this point and see. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. This is just a clue for my sleeve, not really the size or the length I want. Now for the fabric I will use 2 yards of fabric. My hip measurement is 41 inches. So if I minus 10 inches from it, it will give me 31 inches. So I'll add extra 31 inches for it because it's a circular dress. So I'm going to add 31 inches, making it 72 inches. That is 2 yards of fabric. That is what I will use. So I'm going to add 31 inches to 41 inches, making it 72 inches. That is 2 yards. Remember, a yard is 36. 36 plus 36 will give me 72 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out 72 inches for my fabric. Now I've cut out 2 yards of fabric. The length of the dress will be 41 inches. So I'll go ahead and add extra 1 inch, making it 43 inches. So I will slant it, but while I slant it, I'll make sure that the tip here is touching the end of the other fabric. After slanting this side, then I'll place my pattern paper at the upper side to get my bust measurement, because this is the only measurement I need. So I'll go ahead now and measure. Now the length I need is 42 inches and I added extra 1 inch, making it 43 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 43 inches. Then from this neckline here, I'll go ahead and take it round to this edge. So I will mark 43 to this end. From this point here, I'm not going to place it at this slant. From this point, so I'll go ahead and join the lines together. Then with my straight ruler, from this point, I will take it to this armhole, the tip of the armhole. I'll go ahead and mark a straight line. Remember, it's touching the tip of the armhole. Then I'll mark a straight line. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Now I've cut out both for the front and the back. So I'll go ahead and separate it in order to cut the front neckline. Then with my pattern paper, I'll place it. Then I'll cut out the neckline. Now I'm having my front side with a deeper neckline and the back piece with a higher neckline. So this is for the body of the dress. The next thing I'll cut now will be the sleeve. Now for the sleeve, I'll place my pattern paper. It will be a circular sleeve as well. So I'll go ahead. The length of the sleeve I need is 19 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and take it round. Now at this point, I'll just take from the tip here and join to this length. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll place it to cut the second one. Now I'm having 2 sleeves. I'll then place it on my organza and cut exactly the same thing. Now I'll cut out the organza. Now this is the back side of the dress. I'm cutting the second one. For me to add a slit, I'll measure 6 inches downward. Then I'll mark it. I'll add a circle design from where the slit stops and remove 1 inch from the upper side. Then I'll connect the curve. After connecting it, I'll cut it out. For the back neckline. Then the next thing I will be cutting will be lining. I'll first of all cut the front side, the front piece. So this is for the front. Now this is for the back. I'll place it. For the back piece, I will not cut out the circle of the lining side. I'll cut it out normal. After sewing round the circle, I can then trim it off. Now I've cut out lining for the front and for the back. Now we are through with the cutting. The next step is the sewing part. So the first thing I will do is to open up the gown like this, and I'll place my lining from the right side. The right side, I'll cover it up. So I'll turn my lining with the dress. The same thing I do to the front, I'll do to the back. After then, I'll show you the next thing. Remember, while sewing, you first take it from the down parts. After then, you fold it. This is the notch part. I will fold it in like so from this notch part. After then, I'll show you the next thing. Now I've turned it with my lining. So the next thing I'll do is to trim off all this excess lining. After then, I'll show you the next thing I'll do. So the next thing I will do is to put a notch. I'll go ahead and put a notch at the neckline. Then I'll turn it to the right side. Remember to also put at the round part. This is the back. So you notch as well at that round part of the back. Now I've notched it, I'll go ahead and turn it to the right side. Now I've turned it to the right side. The next thing I'll do is to join the shoulder only first. So I'll open it up like so. I'll make sure the seam line matches together. Then I'll go to my sewing machine and join it. I'll sew through this line. I'll do the same to the second one. After then, I'll show you the next thing I'll do. Now I've joined the neckline. You can see it. So I'll keep it aside. Now the next thing I'll do is to place my organza on top of my sleeve. Then I'll top stitch it round. The same thing to the second one. After then, I'll show you the next thing I'll do. Now I've top stitched the sleeve. You can see it. I top stitch it round. Now the next thing I'll do is to attach it to the main body of the dress. This is my neckline here, and this is the back opening. So I'll just place my sleeve the right side facing to the right side of the dress. I will match the notch parts of the sleeve to the seam line, that is shoulder seam line. But remember, we have a slant side, so I will make sure that this slant side should match with the front side here. So I will go ahead and join it. I'll join both of them. After joining it, I'll show you the next thing I will do. Now I've fixed the two sleeves. You can see that. The next thing I'll do is to close it up. I'll just use 1/2 inch to close up the two sides. I'll just use 1/2 inch to close it up down to the hemline. After then, I'll show you the next thing I will do. The last thing to do is to fold it in, because I'm going to use my elastic band to hold the sleeve down part. So I'll go ahead and fold it like so. So guys, I will fold it in like so. And for my round sleeve, I will measure out 9 inches for my band. Then I'll use my safety pin as well and fix it. I'll fix my hook and eye here for the back. So the dress is ready. You go ahead and give it a nice ironing. So guys, I hope this video is helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Share to your friends, and bye till I see you in my next video.